Good afternoon. My name is Austin Green. I'm a student at Arkansas Tech University, and I am currently studying applied science and professional studies with an emphasis in criminal justice. In my final semester, I was tasked to conduct a formal needs assessment and then develop a research action plan based on the problems identified for an organization within my field of study. Upon completion of this research, I was tasked to demonstrate my ability to present my findings in a formal presentation in a professional manner. I selected the Sheridan Police Department, which is located in Grant County, Arkansas. I would like to go ahead and take this time to thank all of those who assisted me with this research project. I first conducted a SWOT analysis to identify Sheridan Police Department's strengths, weaknesses, possible opportunities, as well as their threats. Through this needs assessment, I decided to place emphasis on the importance of implementing a specialized tactics unit, as well as modernizing equipment. So I'm first going to introduce the Sheridan Police Department. The Sheridan Police Department is located in Grant County, Arkansas again, and is responsible for protecting and serving a population of 4,827 people. It consists of 14 uniformed officers, or a ratio of 1 to 345. The population density is 627% higher than the Arkansas average. It has a high crime rate compared to U.S. comparable cities, which is an important thing to remember as we continue through this presentation. An individual that lives in Sheridan has a 1 in 24 chance of being a victim of a violent crime. It also has a declining budget, aging equipment, and lacks specialized tactics units, such as K9, SWAT, SRT, any type of tactical unit like that. Okay, so some background and information on the pertaining issue that I decided to research. Specialized tactics units provide and ensure safety for the public and uniformed officers. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the benefits of specialized tactics units. It improves public relations, officer efficiency, which is very important, decreased crime rates, reduced response times in hostile and dangerous situations. It improves safety and lowers drug-related crimes. I'm going to discuss 5 resources that I utilized when I was conducting my research. The first resource I used was an article by the title of Modernizing Police Makes Economic Sense, which I think pertains a lot to the task that we're currently facing with the Sheridan Police Department, as the budget is not as high as it should be, nor is it being utilized correctly. This news article addresses the benefits of ensuring police officers are adequately equipped with proper equipment. This article explains the importance of advancing department's technology, weapon systems, and vehicle advancements. The article also claims that access to this type of equipment ensures that officers are capable and more likely to make better decisions on the job. This is very essential, especially in today's world, as police officers are under a microscope, especially within the media, and they have very split seconds to make decisions, but those split-second decisions will stay with them for a lifetime. So it's important that we give them the tools essential to utilize and make the best decisions possible for the safety of not only themselves and as well as the public. This article also explains the economic benefits of ensuring that police departments possess modernized equipment in order to protect and serve more efficiently. The article explains that this equipment provides a safer neighborhood, which provides better economic opportunities and advancements. Resource number 2. This is a book that I found, and it's titled The Management of Police Specialized Tactical Units. This book thoroughly explains every aspect within a specialized tactics unit, specifically SWAT. The book goes into much detail about SWAT history, selection processing, organizational issues, tactical training, different types of equipment, leadership roles, and even operational capabilities. It also explains overall as to why these units are essential for every department to have, not only in large organizations or large types of operations, but everyday life as well. Resource number 3 is an article titled Efficacy of Drug Detection by Fully Trained Police Dogs Varies by Breed, Training Level, Type of Drug, and Search Environment. So This article essentially went over all the benefits of obtaining a K9 unit and why they are very essential for every department, for traffic stops to search and seizures, things like that. The dogs are very beneficial to protecting the community as well as their handler. Resource number 4, it is an article titled Tasers and Community Controversy, Investigating Training Officer Perceptions of Public Concern Over Conducted Energy Weapons. So this has been a issue that's currently been arising within the law enforcement community. This article identified that tasers do reduce the likelihood of officer injury and that they are well trained with these weapon systems. So this article does go into detail on how these officers are trained, how much time they do spend training with these weapons, how they are effective and essential for officers in protecting the public as well as themselves, and also even going into how many times these officers are tased before they're allowed to carry these weapons on duty. That also plays a big role in the modernizing of equipment and ensuring that every officer does have a taser and is trained with it. Resource number 5, the job of SWAT and understanding the need for special weapons and tactics capabilities. This article addresses why it's important to have access to modernized equipment and specialized tactics units as well. The article claims that specialized weapons and tactics units provide certain capabilities and abilities that normal patrol units cannot bring to the table. These findings personally help aid my argument, and the SWAT teams are essential for departments. This includes the Sheridan Police Department as well, because they do not have anything similar to this currently. If this was implemented, it could be anything similar to this, which could be hazardous to the community given a hostile situation that they are prepared for. So essentially what this means is that implementing something like this would ensure that the Sheridan Police Department is more prepared and more efficient, as they would not have to wait for backup SWAT teams from other counties or other cities to show up to a hostile situation. They would be prepared for that themselves. A research summary of the 5 resources that I talked about. All these resources do help aid my claim, and that is essential to implement these specialized tactics units and upgrade to more modernized equipment. It's important to implement these specialized tactics units as they are essential in the future success of all departments. These specialized units provide and ensure safety for the public given a hostile situation. These units also have the capability to provide safety and quality to its officers. I personally put together a survey that was administered to 8 uniformed officers within the Sheridan Police Department. These questions that I asked them are: how effective do you think specialized tactics units are? Their choices are not effective at all, not very effective, somewhat effective, or very effective. The next question is: how important is modernized equipment in the field for law enforcement officers? Not important at all, not very important, somewhat important, or very important. The third question is: how essential are tasers for law enforcement officers in the field? Not essential at all, not very essential, somewhat essential, or very essential. The fourth question is: how effective are trained canines in the field of law enforcement? Not effective at all, not very effective, somewhat effective, or very effective. The next question is: how important are modernized weapons in the field of law enforcement? Not important at all, not very important, somewhat important, or very important. The last 5 questions are all open-ended. I asked: what are the benefits of obtaining a specialized tactics unit within a police department? What are the negatives of obtaining a specialized tactics unit within a police department? What are the benefits of obtaining modernized equipment for law enforcement officers? What are the negatives of obtaining modernized equipment for law enforcement officers? And how does the public benefit from obtaining a specialized tactics unit and modernizing equipment within its local police department? The interesting thing about conducting this survey was that these 8 uniformed officers did answer very, very similarly, in that every single answer to the multiple choice questions were all very important. There were also some similarities with their open-ended questions, in that they all felt that they would benefit as a police department from specialized tactics units and modernizing equipment. So my findings and discussions. The survey was administered to 8 uniformed officers. They all did state that it was very effective, that they believed it would be very effective and efficient. My research findings through these surveys ultimately resulted in establishing the importance of equipping uniformed officers with modernized weaponry and gear. The core principle to achieve this goal will be through proper funding within the Sheridan Police Department. At the end of 2016, Sheridan allocated $708,209 to law enforcement, yet only $452,157 of that was actualized. In 2017, Sheridan reduced its law enforcement budget to $527,563 and actualized $483,758. When you consider Sheridan's decreasing law enforcement budget and yet recognized annual savings, a program to research and determine if the use of tactical units and or canine units would increase office and public safety. My plan of action and recommendations. My first plan of action would be to expand the law enforcement budget back to its full potential, a lot like it was in 2016. I think there was definitely a missed opportunity there, and that budget was not utilized to its full potential. I think utilizing that budget within the police department to upgrade equipment, training, and specialized units such as K9, SWAT, SRT, I think that would be a gradual process, but it is essential to establish a plan of action to achieve these goals. For example, the first year of this one, once the budget was increased back to its full potential, would be to allocate $120,000 to fund 2 K9 units. You could identify the uniformed officers that are already currently in the police department and decide which officers you would like to be certified dog handlers. Then purchase 1 K9 vehicle, and then purchase the K9 itself to be sent to training with that uniformed officer. Next year would be an opportunity to expand upon this unit and provide additional officers, K9s, and vehicles at a realistic and gradual pace. This ideology should be implemented for a specialized tactics unit and modernizing equipment as well. So this could be applied throughout all of these different specialized tactics units, K9, SWAT, SRT, and then also ensuring that all these officers are equipped with the proper and essential equipment to do their job at their best and their fullest potential. And then here are my furnished references. I appreciate your time and thank you for listening.